y'all. You can see the sun's about to set. Oh, look at that, it's gorgeous. The Hara, Oklahoma sun. So far tonight, Lori single-handedly, pretty much, has gotten the tower assembled. This ain't doing it no justice. Camera doesn't do any justice. So if you look at it, it's like 1 finger, 2 finger. It's 3 fingers long, so it's a long sucker. No, but this, so from there all the way, and I think each one is 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So each one of these is like 7 feet. The space between each one of these sections, and there's 6 of them. And then our feet. So you look, I'm standing down here at the bottom of it, and that thing's way up there above me. So it's 10 feet. It's a 10-foot span on the bottom of this thing. So anyway, we're gonna quit tonight. We'll probably be back here tomorrow morning once the grass dries a little bit. Lori don't like to get her shoes wet. I don't really care to either, because my pants will be wet, because I'll be, I don't know, I like to crawl around on my knees while I'm doing things, and so because my back hurts. I have a bad back, so I do a lot of bending over and crawling around. So anyway, we'll see y'all in the morning. Morning, everybody.
Good morning.
So today is day 2. Actually, I'm gonna call this day 1. Yesterday we were here for maybe 2 hours because we did all the other work in the morning, so it wasn't technically a day.
Sure it was.
It was? Okay, Lori says it was, so it counts. So today is day 2 in Lori counting. So what we're gonna do, we've already started, and I was like, oh, gotta get the camera out. We're gonna finish building this tower first thing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set y'all up over here, and we're just gonna do a time lapse as this kind of goes, because it's gonna be easier and y'all get the gist of what we're doing. So anyway, if you have any questions, holler. Wait, that doesn't work because it'll be so, but anyway, I'm gonna set y'all up, you just watch. All right, y'all. We got here at, what time we get here? 10?
Yeah, we had kind of a
So
later morning.
5 hours later, we were kind of on the phone with the manufacturer for about an hour this morning, but here it is. It sure don't look like much laying on the ground.
Here, let me go stand up.
Yeah. Look at these clouds coming in. Oh. Sit. Look at Lori in there. It's right at 11 feet square roughly. So pretty amazing. But anyway, I'm gonna lay out a little bit of ground where they're gonna try to do some leveling this evening with their skid steer. We're gonna call it a day now that we got the tower completely done. Tomorrow we will come in and get this wheel built. That's the plan for tomorrow. So we'll be back in the morning. Y'all have a good night.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, well, good morning again. Say hi.
Good morning. Well, I didn't know if you were gonna go into your.
I was gonna let you,
spiel.
I wanted you to talk first. I wanted you to take it. All right, y'all. So if you remember yesterday, we finished building that bad boy. So today our goal is to get the head attached to these wheel sections. And that's gonna be fun. But you know what? It's gonna be doable. But the first thing I have to do is I have to short stroke this. And I know you've heard me talk about short stroking a windmill before and the stroke length. So a windmill, the Aermotor and the Dempster for sure do. Other brands do. But they have two different stroke lengths that you can actually run your windmill on. What it does is kind of like, if I was to short stroke this, it's like putting your truck in a little lower gear. It gives it more torque. It doesn't run as fast, so it doesn't pump as much water, but I believe it raises the depth that it can pump from. I may have to, I'll put it in the comment, I'll put it down here somewhere, but I think it's like 25% more depth. It may be more than that. I think it's 25 though. And then it's 25% less water pumping on a short stroke. But what we're gonna do is on his well, we have, let's see if he locked this thing down. I'm gonna do some explaining here on what we're doing first. So if you can see down there, that is a 4-inch well casing. Right, I'm gonna try to get y'all. hope you don't see. I don't know if you can see it or not because I can't see it in the camera. But anyway, that's a 4-inch casing. To take advantage of this monster windmill, what we like to do is have a bigger well casing so that we can put a bigger diameter pump. And, you know, if I was king for a day, I would put like a, I don't know, 2 3/4 inch open top cylinder, drop that down in 3-inch pipe, and then leave this at its stroke, that's maximum stroke, which would be about right at 14 inches. That's a lot of water. But since it's such a small casing, we're gonna have to change things a little bit to get him enough water. So what we're doing is we're gonna go with a 3-inch closed top cylinder. And when it's a closed top, the diameter of the pump can be smaller. And I'll kind of show you, I think I may have an open top cylinder here. I don't think I do. I don't have one, Lori says. But on an open top cylinder, it would look something like this. Like that. It's at the top of it. Like this would be the diameter of the outside of the pump, and then up at the top of it is a big brass collar so you can thread your pipe in here. So say like a 3-inch pump is going to have like a 4-inch diameter collar up there, so that would not fit down that. And if it did fit, it's not going to allow water to move by it very easy, so it kind of messed up with the whole system. So long story short, what we're going to do is short stroke this, because we are going to use that closed top cylinder, and it'll move the stroke, I'm thinking, to around 9 inches, 10 inches maybe. I think it's 9. And then our pump that we bought, it has a maximum stroke of like 10 inches or 11 inches. So it's going to work good. But anyway, I want to get to stroking this. I'll show you what we do. What I have to do is pull both of these cotter pins and do the same over here. There's 2 cotter pins. And then we're going to move this shaft up to this hole. And this one is going to go down to a boss down there. Works really well. So, yep, it's gonna be good. It's gonna go really good. All them trucks going out. We're gonna own that truck right there one of these days, aren't we, Mama? That's the one. See how she just giggles? So, anyway, let's get to stroking it. First thing I'm gonna do here, get these bad boys bent down. They use some big old cotter pins, don't they? Oh, good. These are like 1/4-inch diameter cotter pins. Hope I have enough. Ah!
You're not messing around.
They are not messing around, not at all. Maybe too strong for my. It may work. Just gotta get these things smashed in there real good. Yep, they mean business when they cook. I'm gonna go get it right back. I'm gonna get another.
I hope y'all can see. The sun's gonna.
Well, I always think that too, but that camera does a pretty good job at making them be able to see.
Good deal.
So there's that one. So that's the keeper pins. It keeps it there. And I like to keep everything kind of on the same side when I do this. And it probably doesn't matter because these are, we saw Thursday how these things are manufactured, and they did a pretty good job. They have state-of-the-art equipment running all of this, so I got a lot more faith in them.
Yeah, it was really cool to go
product.
see.
Yep.
Should have done that a long time ago.
Maybe it'll pull out that way. Usually I have to assemble the whole thing. Sometimes you can slide that out, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this out of here right now. You know, like pull the whole shaft out.
Right.
But then all this falls and it kind of turns into a nightmare. So
Yeah, since everything's
yeah,
way bigger.
Look at that one. I'm gonna put this one on this side. Here. I want to thank y'all for watching. No, there's a lot of stuff to watch, and if y'all are watching me, I'm thoroughly ecstatic because there's a lot of stuff that's so much, I don't know, I want to say better. I mean, we're exciting, but
nothing better than this.
Nothing better if you were in front of the camera, but it's better.
There is a lot of content that you could watch out there, so
yep.
It is much appreciated.
Okay. Get out of there, little bug. I don't want you to end up. So these are the pitman arms, and I'm wondering if I don't. Let's see. If I bring him off there like that. Like I said, I always keep them the same side. You know what I mean? I don't change sides. You know, what's fun is doing this up. That's why I did it now, because a lot of times when I do this, I'm up in the air having to do it. Okay, so what I have to do now, with that, I'm going to rotate this over so I can get to these bosses down here, and I pull them almost to the very top because I still want to be able to put these pins in here. The higher you can go, the better. Okay. All right, so okay, and I'm going to show you something. This end down here is poured Babbitt. You can see the different color material. So this is actually the parent material size out here, and the rest of it is Babbitt that's been poured. This end is just machine cast. So, yep, that's pretty amazing stuff right there. So we always want to keep it on the same side. I'm going to clean this out a little bit, and I brought some oil over here. I'm going to do a little pokey poke. So I'm going to be able to squirt some. Put a little bit, and it's going to go now in this lower. That squirted real good. That lower one, I'm going to use some more oil down here on this. I just use the same oil that we're going to run in the windmill when we get done installing this. Same stuff. Can't go wrong. Back up here. This is brand new, so it's been oiled here recently from the factory. So you just kind of start assembling it. Just kind of wiggle it together. Okay. Twist it if you have to. There it goes. There it went. You want to get your holes aligned. Okay. There's that one. Everybody's lubricated. And remember, we're going to go to this down right there, this one right here. So we'll kind of get one started. Maybe I need to get this one started because it's a little further out. And you can do this in the air if you have to. I wouldn't want to, I don't think. Yep, I wouldn't want to do it, I don't believe. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and put my pin in this side on the top, so he'll stay, so I don't shoot him through. Down. Okay. Get this one in place. There we go. You just gotta get everybody where they align and you can get pins in. Done. That's in, that's in, that's in. More. A pin rotator, you gotta have your pins flat. There we go. All our holes are lined up. This bad boy back in here. Okay. All right, and these pins down here, go back in. If you're gentle with it, you can reuse your pins to get at it. If you're gentle with it. Sometimes you gotta do a little straighten of the pins. That's okay. Straighten away. Good bugger. What I'm gonna do is you can get vice grips, pinch it closed. Yeah, that's what it is. It's got a little bit of an offset. We got it in. See? It's the same thing. You were worried we were going to forget to do this, weren't you? And then get the thing built and be like, oh no! Now we got to short stroke it the hard way.
Yeah. It is nice to remember it when it was more conducive to doing it.
Yeah, I really wish we didn't have to short stroke it so we could take advantage of what we're putting up, but see, like it's wanting to kind of go off a little cattywampus, so I'm just kind of using my vice grips to get it in straight, and I kind of put a little twist to it as I did, and it'll straighten it straight on up. I get just enough that I can get it started. There we go, it's in. Schmacken Sie Wooten Hammer. Actually, it's not a wooden hammer, it's a little hammer. Okay, what do you think, Mama?
I think it's great.
Isn't it cool? And then I don't go crazy on opening these back up quite the way the factory does, because I know for a fact nothing falls up. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna, here's what it is. I'm gonna make it easier for me if I ever have to come back out here and they say, hey, we're gonna do something different. We're gonna drill you a different well. And I'd rather do it right here. So if I get that to where, you know, I can, if I can get this to where I can easily work on it in the future, like that. See, that has never come out of there, ever. I don't care what anybody says, it's not. And then same down here, I don't go crazy on opening these up wide. Open it up just enough that I know it's not gonna come out of there. But I can easily grab that and pull it out. So everything works good. What you do is you run it around and feel for any binding. We're not getting any binding. So that is a success. If you had not, if you forgot and didn't put this one here, you would know it because you'd come down here and it'd stop about right there. And this would never get close, this oiling ring will never get close to your gears. So, but since we set it, it'll get there. See, that's how it works. Watch that. I'm gonna stay right there. That moves a good 5 or 6 inches, and it carries oil up. That's one big difference between a Dempster and an Aermotor. Aermotor has this. Monitors have this style of oiler ring. Dempster does not. Dempster has a little thing that sits inside here on the big gears, and it catches. It goes down. It's a dipper, and it grabs oil as it comes up. It goes up, and it would dump oil in this area, which oils everything. It's different, totally different, but you get the idea. I explained that this morning on a comment. So that's a short stroke. Y'all can all do a short stroke now on a windmill if you need to. All right, so got it unloaded off the trailer. It was a controlled crash. Lori's bringing all the parts over here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna assemble the tailbone on it, laid out there, and all the pieces that go onto it. We can probably leave all that off so we're not tearing it up. I'll just put the pieces on it, and then we can put all the pins in maybe. So, and it'll be okay. So what we do, I'll let Mama hold that. The way this works is this thing right here is that little chunk right there. That's actually what pulls the tail around. So this will go in here something like this. Okay, like so. Oh, down here, I'm sorry. Goes down here, and this guy goes in the middle there. So we're gonna start by putting this in. Wow! You'll be here to go home, right, Mama?
Yeah.
So like that. And this guy goes on here, like this. Okay. And these sockets right there, the way if you put it on backwards like this, see how that socket's pointing up? That ain't right. So it has to be facing down. So we're gonna put that where it belongs like that. Okay. So now, let's see. Maybe I'll just stick y'all right here. We're gonna get this tail put on here. Right, I think you can see what we're doing. Okay. So we're just gonna do it like y'all do. I'm gonna slide it in. Real good. Okay. Alright, so just come around here. I'll get that sled on there like that. Find it? Wait. Oh, sorry. Okay. Can you pull it, or I need to do that, baby? If you need to, here, push that pin in there. There you go. Now slide it over. Let me know what I need to do. Here you go. We in? Yeah. Okay, so go around that side and tap that pin further in. Oh, just the hammer. It's right here. This isn't heavy. Good. And this is what we're going to do all the lifting with. Good job. That's good enough. Okay, almost sling. Sure. You did good. Real good. You don't have to be crazy tight or anything. Okay. Hallelujah. All right, so what we'll do is we'll set our strap right here. you come do this. Let me. Alright, slow down. Let me catch it. Alright, so ease it up, baby. There it is. How far away from there? Can we pull in a little bit, you think? Or I think we're okay out here. I think I'll kill it right there. There it is. Be no good. Look at that guy. Like holding a couple weenie dogs. Camera running already?
It's still running.
Okay. That's gonna work. So, lead washers. All right, everybody. Each one of these, since the little boss that rotates them in the center are not timeable. What they come with are these. And what these are washers that are made out of lead. It's just pressed out of lead. And it's designed, and I think I've already told you this before, but in case you didn't watch, this is designed to be the thickness of a thread. So it gives you, once you thread this thing in and get it somewhat snug, if it's not in alignment, because they have to align like this, like two gears, they'll come together and align like that, and then the bolt will be able to be put in. So to get it to align, you put the lead washer on right here and thread it in, and it'll get snug, and at that point you go around until you're facing in the center. That's how you do that. So here we go. And the way these will be when they're done is this guy will face up, like right here somewhere. But I'm not going to put him all the way there yet because I don't want to over squeeze my lead. And I'm kind of weird. I kind of like to do it balanced. So I'll do that one. Since these aren't on opposing sides, since there's six, but they're spaced like 60 degrees apart. Since they're that way, it's not equal sides from each other. You got three, so three of these will balance it out. All right. So I've got y'all on time lapse because it's kind of, there's no other hands to hold this thing. And honestly, my camera's having some issues with the videoing. It'll video for a minute or so, then it shuts off and says it can't video in the format that it's whatever. I'm not real smart. But we tried assembling this elevated. That was my goal. But what was happening is we were getting too much sag on these wheel arms. So I'm gonna try to, from here on out, try to assemble it down here. We're not completely on the ground, but we're pretty close. The truck still has, see, I'm moving it really easily. The truck still has the weight, but we don't have it quite. These are on the ground. These are on the ground, but if I went further, it would smash that hub in. It would probably put those further down. So I'm gonna leave it kind of suspended where it's at, and maybe we're gonna try to assemble it just this way. It might just go easy. So we're gonna get a drink and then take off again. Well, here's Mama. She's hot. So we've got it built. I'm gonna try to figure out a way to do this because we had I think we were on the second wheel section going on, and the battery ran out, and then we got to looking, and I ran off and left all of our batteries at home. So what we did is set up her phone to record what was going on. So we don't know what's going to happen. So hopefully this is good. Hopefully it came out. But you've all seen a windmill get made before, get assembled. It's no different, just bigger. So, but I'm going to try to get an idea what it looks like. There it is. There's our tower. So I don't know. We're all strapped down, ready to go home. We've got an issue with one of the parts on here. We got to either, yeah, they're going to have to send us another one. But anyway, I don't know if we'll be back tomorrow or what. Let's see here. I'm trying to figure out how to flip it. How to flip it. Anyway, I don't know if we're in the picture or not. This is all new. Yeah, bye. We'll see you on the morning maybe. It might be, I don't know. But we'll see y'all soon. Next part of this. Bye.